Hi, and it's Sue here from Inspired Messages Monday, and a happy new year to you. Happy 2023. And as you can see, I've not got my usual background. I'm back in Thailand with my son and my grandchildren. I have four grandchildren here, and they're quite noisy. So I've actually asked them to not be noisy. So there might be a few interruptions, and I'm hoping not. So I can tell you what's ahead for, well, what I think is ahead for 2023. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas, some time off, some lovely times with family, and it's not too cold there in the UK. I've heard it is cold. Obviously, I'm in summer clothes here, and it's in the mid 20s. It's 25 centigrade according to my laptop. So really lucky to be here in this lovely sunshine, getting my vitamin D. Let's start. It be a slightly different format than I've done before. I haven't brought my tarot cards with me, but so what do we think is in the stars for 2023? Well, as we know, the world is in turmoil and nothing is working, and we're going to see more and more of that happening. The people around the world are fed up with inflation, higher taxes, higher energy bills, and draconian rules and regulations being, inflicted everywhere. In fact, in the UK, I think also in Paris, they're going to do this kind of zoning of areas, and in Oxford and Canterbury, for instance, they're going to zone an area and you're not going to be allowed to go out that more than 100 days, which is absolutely bizarre. So, that is, keeping people, controlled, isn't it? There's more control and we can't go where we want to go. And I know on the 6th of January, there will be people like campaigning to make people aware in Oxford. Now, obviously, this is part of what's going on, and that sounds very negative. But I know, as an astrologer, we are going through an enormous change on this planet, and for us to have something new, we have to say goodbye to the old, and there has to be more and more draconian rules and regulations so that people are aware, and then people stand up and say, I'm not having it, really. So I think that is one of the things that is going on. Now, in 2008, and I've talked about this before, Pluto, which is one of the most planetary heavyweights, it went into the sign of Capricorn and has been breaking down the world systems as they no longer work. And so we are in a stage of transition as we move away from the old ways towards something better and more sustainable. And Pluto is at the end of Capricorn and actually moves into Aquarius in the spring, just for 2 months. And then it does a retrograde, and it, kind of moves back into Capricorn, where it completes unfinished business. But when it goes into Aquarius for these 2 months, we may see a flavour of what is to come. Over the years, we can expect to see transformation connected to our freedom, to our independence, and how we govern ourselves. And two more planets are also changing signs in 2023. Saturn moves into Pisces in March, and Jupiter is going to move into Taurus in May. So Jupiter has been in Aries. It was last year in 2022 for a little bit. And then it went back into Pisces. And then it went direct again and moved back into Aries in December. So Aries is known as to be very fast and dynamic, and it's all about, doing things very quickly. So Jupiter in Aries is going to race through the sign of Aries, and it's going to move into Taurus in May. So what's that? What does that mean for you and me? So it brings high energy, actually, because that's what Aries is, and doors can open. It brings us opportunity. Jupiter's always about opportunity, and so it can be opportunity to change our lives. So doors can open and shut very quickly. So it's very much like we have to seize the day. It's a seize the day opportunity. You may be offered something and you think, oh my goodness, should I do that? And you could lose out, or you could make the wrong decisions. You need to really go with your gut feeling, really. So we need to make sure that it's the right decision for us. So make the most of these 5 months while Jupiter rushes through Aries. Another planetary heavyweight will be Uranus, and that continues its journey through Taurus, and that highlights the land, the food, and the security for us all. And people continue to grow their own food and are learning to forage and look after themselves. And this will carry on as we now have, the People's Health Alliance in the UK and the People's Food and Farming, who this year have gone from strength to strength. And if you take my newsletter, then I put the link to, I think I've done it the last 3 months, to the PHA and the PFFA, which are these two groups which are actually linked. And you can actually find out if you have one of these groups in your area. And the People's Health Alliance has now gone worldwide. I've talked about this before. Now there are other groups as well. You'll find if you look, or you take my newsletter, then you'll find that there are other groups that have set up as well. So let's look at January, and today the 1st. We actually start the day with Venus, this year with Venus conjunct Pluto. And relationships are quite intense, and this can be worldwide again, and I think relationships are intense on a personal level. You might find that's happening as well. It depends obviously on your chart. But you need to watch out for power struggles, and if this is happening, then you need to remove yourself from that situation if it's possible. So tomorrow, that's the 2nd, Mercury is going to sextile Neptune, which is great for creating the kind of year that you want. And obviously, traditionally, this is the time when we all make New Year's resolutions. But having this is going to help you using your imagination, creative visualization, using your imagination along with affirmations. And here is an affirmation for you to use. So 2023 is a year of peace, love, and harmony. You could say that, and that could be our affirmation for this month. So 2023 is a year of peace, love, and harmony. And the more we say it, the more we bring that energy to us. So on the 3rd, actually Venus, planet Venus, moves into Aquarius until the 27th of January. So Venus obviously is about relationships. So this can be unconventional relationships. They're going to be highlighted, and freedom within the relationship is emphasized. And this can apply on a personal or a global level. So back on the 5th, the Sun is going to trine Uranus, and that can bring unexpected, exciting opportunities that allow for freedom and doing things differently. So, when the Sun is making any aspect to any planet, it kind of varies. But with Uranus, anything can actually happen, anything unexpected or exciting. And it is a trine. So this is, a nice thing. It's like excitement, things that, make you excited and make you feel good. So on the 6th, we're going to have a full moon in the sign of Cancer. Now, Cancer rules the moon anyway. So it's in its own sign. It's very strong. Full moons obviously are known to be times of upheaval maybe, and cancers connected to home and family. So this area of life will be highlighted. And the moon is also sextile Uranus. So we can expect changes in the family, and maybe people moving in and out suddenly. And the sun and the moon are both sextile Uranus. So again, expect some exciting surprises. Now, I would like to say as well that it would be really good for you to do a full moon ritual. And if you do that, you sit in the moonlight, you write a list of everything you don't want in your life. So it's really good to do this because with the beginning of the year, we want to get rid of things that are no longer right for us, that are not sustaining us. So you can use this full moon to actually do that. So meditate, set the scene, music, some incense, and sit in the moonlight because it's full moon, as long as it's not cloudy, and you know actually announce what you don't want, and you can write it out, and you can have a candle and burn it outside, and as long as it's not too cold for you, and then you will have done this full moon ritual. So on the 13th, the sun is going to be sextile Chiron. So Chiron is the planet of healing. So healing on all levels is really well starred. And this can be for physical, emotional, and spiritual. So if you need to do some healing on any of those levels, the 13th, Friday the 13th, is the right day to do it. Then jumping to the 18th, we're going to have Mercury going direct again, it's been retrograde. So ideas and plans and projects can once again get underway. And the Sun is going to conjunct Pluto, and that's a really powerful energy that can bring almost anything, but it's lots of intensity. So Mercury goes direct, and then the Sun conjuncts Pluto. So likely the 18th is going to be a bit of a intense day. Obviously, I think if you're a Scorpio, you're going to feel it more. If you're a water sign, you're probably going to feel it more as well. Now, the Mercury will go direct, but it takes a few days to get it back into its swing of being direct. So it's kind of a gentle energy as it transmutes back into going forward again. And then on the 20th, the sun moves into Aquarius, and Aquarians, are ruled by Uranus, this planet of unpredictability. So Aquarians can be, a bit eccentric. They are the rebels of the zodiac. It is an air sign. They're often thinking original thoughts. They're clever, witty, and intellectual. And you may well involve yourself locally, and helping with the community, because Aquarius is always about the community and the wider world. But this is the year, if you're an Aquarian, to stay true to who you are. So be your authentic self. And then the next day, the 21st, we have the new moon in Aquarius. And that's forward thinking. It's a new moon, time to set your goals for the next 28 days. Again, it connects to the community and is keen to do things differently. And that new moon is sextile that Jupiter in Aries, helping us move forward with our goals. So really positive, this new moon in Aquarius on the 21st. I definitely make the most of it. And you could think about the goals, the New Year's resolutions that you've made, and maybe incorporate this new moon on the 21st with those as well, so that they become more solid for you. And then on the 25th, the Sun is sextile Jupiter, which is lovely. It's a sextile. Jupiter is again about opportunities, very positive. It's a really expansive energy. So it's a good day to do anything that you want to do. Maybe plan some travel. And it's a good day to support others in their task, maybe to move forward. You can be very supportive when the Sun is sextile Jupiter. And finally, on the 30th, Mercury is going to trine Uranus. You know, Uranus again, Mercury is about thinking and, making innovative ideas. So this Mercury trine Uranus. You need to look for innovative ideas that help communities to maybe live in these new ways that we're all talking about. You know, if you can add something to the mix, the 30th would be a really, really good day. And, kind of spread your ideas around would be what I would say. So I think that's it. It's not like my normal. I know a couple of people walk by. Not really a lot I can do about that, but it all adds to it, doesn't it? When you're trying to do something not in your normal place where you've no control. But I hope that's given you some kind of thoughts for 2023. It is going to be a massive year. I think we're going to see lots of revelations, lots of things are going to come to the surface. That's if you care to look. Anyway, you know where I am. I'm on Facebook if you want to talk to me. Um, you can email me through my website, astrologysue.com, or, just message me through my, well, you can message me through Facebook as well if you want. That's Astrology Sue Fletcher. So have a great month, and I will see you again in February. So bye for now. Bye bye.